this is lit, low impact training, and we are using a towel today. This is all you need. If you don't have a towel, I recommend like a resistance band. I know I said dumbbells earlier, but that's not really going to be the same. It's not going to get the same effect. So ideally not dumbbells. So grab a towel. I know everyone has a towel. Grab your towel. So we're going to do a little bit more upper body today than lower body. This is all low impact, joint friendly. So let's start with our warm up. So we're going to do a couple of marches. It can even be a light jog. You're going to do this for just a couple seconds, and then you're going to open up that right leg and do a circle to open up your hips. And then we're going to do the left side. So you do jog or marches for a couple seconds, and then you're going to open up that hip. So a couple little jogs and open. So imagine you're drawing a circle with your knee, and we're just starting to wake up our hips, making a big circle here. Also a little bit of balance. So nice and easy. And we're going to do one more, and then we're going to reverse those circles. So now you're going to come from the back first. Take it back, woo, and around. A little bit harder there, so warming up those glutes, right? Taking it back and around. So you're just reversing your circles, right? Couple jogs, and then circle. And it can be a small circle, right? It just depends on your range of motion, how your hips are feeling this morning, right? It can just be a small one, that's okay. Keep it up, we're gonna do one more set. So one more on each side. Oof. Open up those hips. We're gonna do this one more time. Take it up and over. All right, perfect. Okay, next one, we're gonna start with those feet together. I'm gonna step back into just a little mini lunge. I want you to open up those hips again. So we'll start with that right leg. You're gonna step back just a little bit. You're gonna reach those arms up, inhale, and then exhale, I want you to pull those elbows down, sort of like a golf goal post, not golf. Inhale, come back up, and then exhale. Pull those elbows down. You can bend that back knee a little bit. Inhale and exhale. Couple more. Take it up and pull. 4 more. I want you to tuck those hips under just a little bit. So you're gonna reach up, draw down. We're gonna go for 3. Draw down. We're gonna go for 2. Draw down. Last one. Let's really open up the upper body here and warm it up. All right, let's go ahead and switch, and now we'll do the left side. Step it back. Just a staggered stance. Does not have to be a full lunge. Inhale up. Exhale. Draw those elbows down and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale. Pull. Perfect. Up and down. Good. So we're stacked right on top of our hips. Our chest and shoulders are right on top of those hips. You should already feel your arms starting to warm up a little bit. We've got 3. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Perfect. Okay, so next warm-up exercise, we're just going to do an inchworm walkout to warm up our core, but also the back of our legs. So find the back of your mat. Your feet are about hip distance. Push your hips back, so you bend your knees just a tiny bit here. Hands come to the mat, and you slowly walk out. Find a nice strong plank. Drive your hips back up, and walk those hands back. Nice flat back as you come to the top, and just repeat this motion. I want you to do it really slowly, though. Really slowly. So we're being mindful of our joints here. Don't want to rush this. Should feel the back of those legs getting nice and warm. Driving those hips up. Try to keep your heels on the floor. We'll do 2 more. Remember to keep that core engaged. So a slight tuck under the whole time. Relax your head. Make sure to relax your head when you come to that sort of down dog position as you walk out. All right, everyone find a plank. You're gonna hold your plank for just 20 seconds. Right here, whatever plank you're doing, maybe it's knees to the floor and support a plank. Tuck those hips under, shoulders out from your ears. Let's try 10 more seconds here. Whatever plank you're doing. Keep breathing, couple more seconds. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's lower down onto the floor. So I actually did this as an exercise in class yesterday. We're gonna use it as a warm-up, all right? So you're gonna do a hyperextension. All right, you're gonna lift your legs off the mat, arms off the mat as well. You're gonna pull your elbows down, hand comes to the floor, and push up. To a plank, you're gonna lower, release the hands, do your hyperextension again. So here we go. Let's start with that push-up. I'm keeping my knees on the floor. Go ahead and press up 1 unit, so your hips are not any higher than your shoulders. Lower down, hyperextension, arms reach, pull back, and push up. Elbows are straight back in that push-up and not out to the side. Let's try 3 more of them. Inhale, arms lift, legs lift, exhale, pull your elbows down. Press into the floor, press up, tucking those hips, and lower. Let's try it 2 more times. Really, really slow. No rushing here. Lift up, tuck those hips under. Let's try that 1 more time. Should feel all of those back muscles warming up. Perfect. Last one, come all the way up, and we're gonna come to a tabletop position. Perfect. All right, so tabletop, we're gonna get that core a little bit warmer before we begin. You're gonna inhale, extend that left arm, right leg. So opposite arm and leg, inhale, exhale, come back down and switch. Quadruped. Inhale and exhale for 30 seconds. Again, nice and slow. Inhale and exhale. Keep it up. Imagine you're balancing a glass of water on your back. And you want to keep it nice and flat, right? And when you're reaching that arm, I want thumbs up. And I want your neck nice and long. So you're not looking up, you're not looking down. You're going to find somewhere in the middle instead. Point for your toes, fingertips. 1 more on each side. Then we'll get a quick stretch and start. All right, excellent. Let's go ahead and sit back, child's pose. Quick stretch, knees wide, feet together. Nice stretch for those hips. All right, we're gonna come up to standing and get started. So roll it on up. Head comes up last. Shake it out here. Stretch out anything else that you need to. And again, you're using our towel. Just a towel, okay? If you don't have a towel, well, I don't know why you wouldn't have a towel. Everyone has a towel at home, right? If for some reason you don't have one, you could grab a band. But I would say don't use weights because it's not going to be the same type of feeling with the weights. Okay, we're doing something a little bit different. So exercise number 1, I'm just going to go 1 by 1, and we'll start right after this. This one's a little cardio, sumo squat. You're always going to have a little bit of tension on that towel, so pulling apart and against it. So we're going to feel our back today. We're going to work our upper body a little bit more than lower body. Down and lift. Down and lift. You're just lifting up to the balls of your feet. My arms come all the way up. So down and up. So let's start with that for 45 seconds. Here we go in 3, 2, let's go. In that 15-second break, I will show you your next movement. So you're pulling apart on that towel, just like we do with our bands, right? There's always some tension there. So it's inhale, exhale. And chest never falls forward here, okay? So your chest never falls forward, it always stays upright the whole time. So that's what I'm gonna watch. That's what I'm gonna watch you all for. First one, I'm gonna do this with you. Make sure those knees come right on top of your toes. Hips drop, not the chest. Those hands just come down right about to the knees. All the way up, 3, 2, 15 seconds, shake it out. Okay, our next one, we're here. Our towel is at the knees. We lift up, we do a pull down. Towel comes to our chest and lower. So lift, pull, and lower. Ready, set, let's go. Start with the towel at your knees. Lift up, Pull the towel to your chest. Extend back up, lower to your knees, repeat. It's lift, pull. I want you to really squeeze those elbows. Head doesn't move, neck stays nice and long. Your knees are bent and you're pushing your hips back a little bit here. So you're gonna feel all those posture muscles. Sort of imagine you're doing a lat pull down, right? Arms up, they pull, towel comes to your chest, and then repeat. So I'm gonna do the first round with you. We've got 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this is a little more cardio, couple options. You're standing here, arms are straight this time. You're gonna do a row, hands down, step out to a plank, come back up, repeat. All right, 3, 2, let's go. Pull it to your chest, elbows back, drop your hips, drop your hands, step out. Now you can take up this part completely and just do a squat instead, right? So you can do a row, lower for a squat. All low impact, no rushing. We're not doing a full burpee. We are giving our joints a little bit of a break, even if you know you can. You know Eric is always gonna give you burpees in his classes, so do not do them here, keep it up. Now I want your hands at shoulder height. Some of you are going a little bit higher. So different from that last exercise. Yeah, shoulder height. And squeeze and pull, yeah, perfect. We've got 3, 2, 1. Last one in the circuit. Standing rainbows. Okay, so you're gonna work your core. The most important part here is that arms stay straight. So you're doing sort of a marching motion with your legs. I'm making a rainbow with my arms. Ready, set, let's go. So when I go to the right, my right knee lifts. When I go to the left, my left knee lifts. Ooh, a little bit of balance here, right? Again, keeping your back flat, your chest stays up. I'm just showing from the side. Now, the most important part here is that your arms stay straight. If you're having any shoulder issues, they don't have to go as high, but still keep them straight. So I'm doing a little modification here. I just lowered my arms. But you're still trying to pull that towel so that we're really working all those back muscles. 3, lift those knees up, and step. All right, 15 seconds, round 2. I'll start it with you, and then I'll come check you all out. Wanna make sure you have good form. All right, sumo squat. It's down and lift in 3, 2, let's go. Down and lift. And you can lift up on the balls of your feet for that extra challenge. So hopefully you're already starting to feel nice and warm using this towel. All right, keep moving. So what I'm looking for is arms straight, chest up, and hips down. Let's see it. Linda's dog again. He's like, I want to do it. Perfect. Yep. Good, Katie. Looking good, everyone. Nice, Regina. Yep, perfect. Remember that chest stays up. I know the arms are lowering, but you keep your chest up, booty down in your squat, right? We've got 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it out. Our next one is that lat pull down, right? So we're gonna shift our hips back. See how flat my back is? As I pull, that's what I want you to do. Ready, set, towel the knees, let's go. Lift, pull, back up, lower back to knees. I'll do 2 more. I want you to match my body completely. Match exactly what I'm doing. Match this movement. All right, let me see it. Keep going. Imagine a tight belt around that waist. Perfect. Yep. So just the arms are moving. You're not moving the torso. See a little bit of movement going on. Perfect. And you're bent over a little bit. Yep, perfect. Good, Katie. So you really are working those back muscles. Good. Keep that core nice and strong. Really pull and squeeze those elbows in. Nice. Great job, everyone. Couple more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Here's our regular row. So the towel stays in front. Row, you're going to squat or go all the way down to your plank, right? Ready, set. Arms straight out in front of you. Let's go. Pull it in, another row. drop, step out, come back up. Remember, nice and slow. I made the mistake of doing that a little too fast in class yesterday, and it hurt my hip a little bit. So I'm not gonna do that. Remember, this is slow, because a lot of these are strength movements. So I really want you to focus on slowing every movement down, and that should make it a little harder. Yes, it should make it a little bit harder. So I'm doing the modified and just dropping into a squat. Instead, if you had a bench, this would be a really great time to use it. Like an elevated version would be really helpful. 3, 2, and 1, shake it out. Okay, then we have, right round to plank. What? I was doing, wait. Oh no, that was right. Okay, sorry, standing rainbows. I was like, wait, I'm confused, let's go. Standing rainbows. We were already on exercise 4. I was reading number 3. I was like, wait, we were already doing that. I was confused. Standing rainbows. So you're making a nice arch. So what I'm looking for here is straight arms. You're using your core to bring your knees up to your chest. Okay? Nice flat back. Keep that chest up. Let's see it. Yeah, perfect. Very good. Yeah, good, Regina. Perfect. Arms nice and straight. So we're going to feel that upper back. Nice. And try to bring it all the way to the side, right? Get into those obliques. If you feel like you can't twist, twist a little extra inch more. You can do it. You're going to feel those obliques. You've got 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Final round, sumo squat. This time without any rest in between. Let's go. This is it. Down and lift. So if you are feeling comfortable here, you can go a little bit faster, okay? Remember, it's inhale, exhale. You are pulling apart on that towel, arms are straight. Let's go. Maybe you get a little bit lower in that sumo squat. Perfect. Joanne's adding a little bit of a jump. Yep, very good. Down and lift. Get a little bit lower. You got it, Regina. And remember, for those shoulders, if they're bothering you, take it halfway, right? Rather than all the way overhead. I know we're gonna work the back, get the arms a little bit more today. You've got 3, 2, 1. Feet under those hips, hips back, our lat pull down. Here we go. Start at the knees. We lift, pull down, back up, lower the knees. Up, exhale, pull. Perfect. So sometimes all we really need to use is our own body weight, right? We lift, we lower. Perfect. Especially for strengthening our back muscles so that we can be able to do a pull-up or do a push-up. Want to be able to do that before adding a ton of weights, right? Want to make sure we can do our own body weight. Reach and pull. I don't know about you, but I'm already feeling this. And this towel weighs nothing. Keep going. Woo, couple more seconds. Remember, really squeezing and pulling those elbows back. Arms nice and straight. We're bent over a little bit because you're gonna feel your back if you're too straight up. You'll feel it in a not good way. 3, 2, stand up this time nice and straight. Arms straight out. We pull back and go to our plank. Ready, set, let's do it. Arms straight out. We row, we drop, go into a plank, or you can stay with me and just dropping into a squat. This time arms, they're right in front of your chest, so no overhead. So we give our shoulders a little bit of a breather on this one. Woo, but we're still working those arms and upper back. Keep it up. So you got about 15 more seconds. If you want to add that jump, you're more than welcome to. It is your last round. Perfect. Looking good, everyone. Just make sure when you walk out, your hips do not drop in that plank. They stay strong. You want to squeeze your glutes. Couple more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Take a breather. So just 45 seconds. How's everyone doing? Oh, wait, yeah, the rainbows. Thanks, Joanne. Oh, my gosh. Just kidding, yeah. And Katie, oh, where's my head today? Rainbows, last round. Now this one, I don't want you to speed up, but maybe you bring your legs a little bit higher up, right? Maybe you use your core to lift up a little higher. Timer's still going, so that's good. Maybe you reach and twist. See how I'm twisting a little bit more, right? Make those modifications as you need to. Maybe the arms do not come overhead. Woo. Arms are straight, keep it up. So if the elbows are bent, you're not gonna feel this as much, it won't be as effective. So try to keep those arms super straight, even when you're going to the side. Keep it up, keep it up. All right, 5 seconds left. Nice, perfect, Regina. 3, 2, and now you get your break. Great job. Twins like, yes, all right, how's everyone feeling? We good? Thumbs up, okay, cool. Let's move right into our next circuit. Want you to keep moving. You can find an active recovery here. Maybe even a little twist with your band, okay, or with your towel. All right, so this time, our towel comes behind our head. All right, so we're gonna open up those tight chest muscles. So this one's gonna feel a little tricky. Comes around your head like this. We're gonna open up though. So we don't actually want those elbows to come in, but this is gonna help just protect our neck. We're gonna come down into a sumo. We still keep those elbows up. We're gonna go to side crunch. All right, let's start with that, okay? We're gonna start in 5 seconds. So towel behind the head, your elbows are gonna wanna go in. Your job is to keep them out. 3, 2, drop those hips. Let's go. So as low as you want, we're gonna go to the right, come back up to center, and left. So it does kind of help if you add a little bit of a pull. Sort of helps the neck here so that you don't have to feel any tension or look up or look down, right? It's a side crunch, keep going. You're bringing that top of that rib cage down to your hip. You can choose how low you want to go. We have 15 seconds left. So you should be able to see your elbows here, but you don't want to see them all the way in like this. Open them up a little bit. We're gonna stay in the same position with the towel around our head. Your next exercise is coming up. Knees over those toes, keep going. Okay, go ahead and shake it out for just a couple seconds. You can put the towel right here. We're gonna go back into a similar position. Opposite knee to elbow. So squat, twist, squat, and twist. You're just really pushing your hips back. Okay, we'll start with that left elbow, right knee. Ready, set? Let's go. Squat, elbow to knee. Just one side. Standing crunch, standing twist, right? Keep your head up, down. Now it's gonna be easy for our chest to drop. It can drop a little bit in our squat, but when we're standing up, keep moving. For that twist and that crunch, keep your chest up, okay? Keep it open. Couple more seconds. Second time around, we'll switch sides. Third time, we'll alternate. Keep going, you've got 3, 2, and 1. Okay, shake it out. All right, now we come down to the floor for our second 2, bridge and pull over. So come all the way down, feet under those knees, arms start overhead. As you lift your hips, your arms pull over, and they're gonna come not quite to your knees, but right on top of your shoulders. Inhale, your hips drop, your arms lower, and then exhale. So this is gonna feel like a nice stretch for your arms. All right, ready, set. Working those glutes and hamstrings. Let's go. Hips start down, arms start overhead. And then exhale, lift the arms, lift the hips. Inhale, drop them back down. Exhale. Nice and easy. Now, if you want a little extra challenge, you can lift your toes off the floor, really dig your heels into the floor, or even a single leg. You can try single leg. Woo! To really get those glutes and hamstrings. Remember, arms stay straight. Almost every exercise with the towel, your arms stay straight. So you're always sort of making that the letter Y with your arms. You can switch legs if you're doing single leg. Arms reach overhead. Imagine the letter Y with your arms. And again, nice and slow, no rush here. I want you to really press into the floor as you lift those hips. Keep going for 4, nice and slow, 3, 2, and now we're gonna come to a seated position. So slowly sit yourself up. We're gonna go kayaking, or what we also know as sort of a Russian twist. We're just gonna go to the right side. Sit up, tuck those hips under. Again, arms are straight. We just go to the right and center. That's all we're doing, just the right side. Ready, set, let's go. Tuck those hips, right, center. So you're just sort of tapping that one end of the towel to the floor. Okay, so I want you to lift your chest, drop your shoulders. When you twist, knees do not move. Okay, you're twisting from your waist, just the right side, just the right side. So it goes to the right and it drops down a little bit so you can touch the floor. What's the most important thing here? That your arms are straight. If you bend the elbows, you're just not going to feel the abs as much, okay? So you can always slow it down. If you want a little more, lean back, or maybe even lift your legs off the floor. But again, we're not moving our hips and we're not moving our knees. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's come back up to the top. We'll do the other side, second round. So first exercise, towel behind the head, sumo squat in our crunch, ready, set, let's go. So this is what we do alternate. Okay, so it's inhale, exhale, crunch, right? Inhale, exhale. Nice and slow, right? Keep it up. So sumo squats, so we work those inner and outer thighs, but also getting those glutes. Also feels better on the knees. Just make sure that they track over your toes. You could be up here, you could be down here. That's gonna be up to you. Keep it up, everyone. Let me check in this round. Yeah, perfect, Katie. Very good. Yep. Remember the towel's behind your head, not your neck, behind your head. Yeah, perfect. Good, so we're not moving our head, not moving our neck, just side, body. Yep, good, Regina, perfect. Remember to tuck those hips under just a tiny bit to engage those low abs. 3, 2, 1, shake it out. Just a quick breather. We're gonna come back. Remember behind the head. We go squat, now other side. Elbow to knee, a little bit of cardio here, up and down. Ready, set, let's go. Other side, drop, twist. So you can add that little burst of cardio here because you're dropping into your squat and then you're coming up nice and tall for that twist. Yep, you're gonna keep that chest up. So this side's a little easier for me. So I can go a little faster. Drop, twist, keep it up, everyone. Elbow to knee, perfect. Yeah, there we go. Keep it up, keep it up. Perfect, so don't let that chest drop. Bill, keep that chest up. Keep your head up. Yeah, don't fall forward. Your hips drop, not your chest, everyone. Keep your chest up, Bill. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Remember, chest up for that one, right? We're not falling forward. That would be a hip hinge. Okay, next one, bridge and pull over. Which is also a good exercise, but we're not doing it. Here we go, ready, set, on your back. And go, arms overhead, hips down. As you lift up, arms lift as well. If you're doing a single leg, I'll let you know when you're halfway. Keep it up. So we're trying to open up the front side of the body since we're bent over all the time at work. So we always want to keep that chest up in most of those exercises. So I'm lifting my toes off the floor. I'm really digging my heels into the floor. Arms are straight, right? There's no bend of the elbows. You can switch sides. If you're doing single leg, bridge. Keep it up. Let me just check in. Working those glutes. Should feel like a stretch for those arms, right? When you bring them overhead. Perfect. Keep it up. Couple more seconds. Good. Squeeze and lift. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay down there. Kayak. back. We're going to the left side. Nice and tall, ready, set. Arms out, let's go. Left, center, left, center. Very slow. I want you to feel every muscle being worked here. So same thing here. Our chest stays up. I want you to think of pushing your chest forward rather than sort of falling into this, right? Left, center. If you want a little harder, you can lean back a little more. Maybe lift your feet off the floor, but only if you can keep them nice and steady and not moving your hips. Like, keep it up. Let me just make sure everyone looks good. Shoulders out of our ears. Perfect. So it's to the side and tapping to the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Last round. Come on up. No break in between here. We start with our sumo squat, oblique crunch. Towel behind the head. Ready, set, go. Crunch. Perfect. Keep your chest up. Now, if you're feeling that low back a little bit, just come up a little bit higher with me and really try to tuck those hips under a little bit. Bring your hips towards me. If you're facing me, bring your hips towards me, okay? If you're feeling good, get nice and low. Head doesn't move. Keep it up. We're bringing that rib cage to our hips. Couple more seconds, and then we're gonna go right into our squat and twisting crunch. 3, 2, 1. Let's do first side that we started with. So our left elbow, right knee, let's go. Squat and twist. And it's just a mini squat, to be honest. You don't even have to go all the way down. Keep it up, keep it up. I want you to feel this in those legs. Keep your chest up. Down. Down. So maybe you speed it up. Press into those heels. One more on this side. Keep your head up. Other side, go. Woo. And twist. And twist. Keep it up, keep it up. Looking good. Just a little bit of a shift in those hips. Keep it up. We're just doing the other side. Down and twist. Yes. Good job, everyone. Keep those hips up. And if you're taking out a squat, you can just do the twist. Keep moving either way. Come on, 3, 2, 1. All right, come on down. Bridge and pull over. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Hips down, arms overhead to start, and then we lift. Hips lift, arms lift. If we're doing single leg, I'll let you know when we're halfway. Nice and slow. So this one we do not speed up. Just keep pulling against that towel. And again, you gotta keep those arms straight. All right, you're halfway. If you want to do the other leg, that's gonna make it a little bit harder. Keep going. This is great for shoulder mobility. Even if taking it overhead is a little challenging, you don't have to touch the floor. Just try to keep those arms straight. Perfect. Inhale and exhale. We got a couple more seconds. Really lifting those hips. You need to stay right on top of those toes. 3, 2, 1. Let's go into our kayak. Right side first, and then the left. Here we go. Nice and tall. Right side first. Let's go. We'll switch halfway. So you're twisting, but also dropping that outside hand to the floor, right? Tap and lift, tap and lift. Tuck those hips under. Remember those ways to make it more challenging. You can lean back, maybe lift your feet off the floor. Let's go the left side. Left side only. Woo, filling those abs. Keep it up. If you're feeling your hips, just lift up a little bit higher. Keep going, keep going. A couple more seconds. Let's see it. About 15, about 10 seconds left. Nice and slow, so we don't rush. Shoulders out of your ears. Perfect. Keep those arms a little bit lower, Linda, so they just come to shoulder height. Drop and lift for 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Okay, 45 seconds, quick sip of water. We're going into our final circuit. Final circuit. Everyone doing okay? We're good? Thumbs up? Okay. We're going to fold this towel for our first exercise, and we're going to squeeze it behind our right knee. So we're going to really work into our glutes here. Okay? So we're going to start with this side plank, lift and squeeze. Actually, this in class yesterday, but it's a little bit different. Side plank, okay? So you're gonna squeeze this the whole time. You cannot allow the towel to drop, okay? Come into a side plank, bend both knees. You're gonna lift up and drop. So we're lifting up into a side plank, but you're also gonna lift this for abduction, okay? So you're gonna lift and lower. I have both knees bent. We're doing a modified plank, okay? You could just do this part here and maybe take out the side plank. We want to work through that side body. So let's start on our left elbow. Elbow is right under your shoulder. Let's go ahead and start. You're going to take the towel, place it behind your right knee, and you've got to squeeze it the whole time. Okay? Both knees bent. Here we go in 3, 2, other hand on your hip. Let's go. So you lift and extend. Drop and lift. Okay, so it's sort of like a hip lift. You're not only lifting your hips off the floor, you're also lifting this top leg. Okay, just a little lift. Want to make sure those hips don't fall back or fall forward. And if this is too much for your shoulders, you're just going to lift your leg and not your hips. Okay, to make sure our chest does not drop. Keep it up. So I'm doing the modification here. Don't allow that towel to come out. Couple more seconds. If you're feeling your shoulder, bring your elbow closer in, okay? Set up this most important part here. We've got 3, 2, 1. Keep that towel behind your knee. Come up to tabletop. Foot transition, tabletop, lower to your forearms, a glute kick. Ready, set, let's go. Lift and lower. You're on your forearms. Lift and lower. You're squeezing that towel. It's still behind your right knee. Lift all the way up and lower all the way down. Lift and lower. We're on our forearms, so we can really focus on our lower body. If we're on our hands, our backs tend to arch. I don't want you to have to worry about that. On your forearms, make sure you're not dropping your head. And keep your hip bones facing the floor. Again, nice and slow. All the way up, reaching to the sky or the ceiling, all the way down without arching your back. Woo, couple more. We got one more fin to do in this position. All right, go ahead and stop. Keep it behind your right knee. Decline push-up, okay? You're on your knees. Everyone's on their knees for this one. Hands are wide, we lower, and lift. See how I keep this leg extended? Decline, push-up, okay? Now you can keep both knees to the floor if that's a little too much, but let's try it. So right leg lifted just a little bit, squeeze that towel, here we go. Inhale, exhale. Again, other knees also on the floor. Inhale, exhale, elbows go straight back. Woo! Inhale, exhale, keep moving. I'm just folding my mat under for my knees, keep going. Now you're probably only gonna get a couple here. I wanna see slow, quality over quantity, right? Elbows back for that push-up. You can flex that heel, keep squeezing that towel. Do not let it go. Tuck those hips, one more. Down and up. Woo! All right, roll onto your back. This is actually the last one. You squeeze it the whole time. Still keep it behind your knee. Still keep it behind that right knee. All right, reverse crunch. So hands either under your hips. This makes it a little bit easier. Hands behind the head, lift up. All right, you're gonna lift and lower. Lift and lower. So that one leg can be up. That will make it a little bit easier, but you gotta squeeze the towel. Same with the other leg. Okay, here we go, 45 seconds. Let's go, I'm lifting up. My head, neck, and shoulders are lifted. So if you wanna make it a little bit easier, you can follow what I'm doing. I have my other free leg extended. So we're gonna work our low abs here. And again, no rushing, very slow. Ooh, I'm already feeling them because you're still squeezing your towel behind that right knee. You want a little extra back support, hands under those hips. Keep it up. Lift and then lower. If you want it harder, both knees bent, and you're just bringing those knees to your chest. Now the goal is to lift your hips off the floor, right? You gotta lift them off the floor. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that's hard. A couple more seconds, and we start from the top in 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. All right, lift up, other side. Here we go. Towel's now behind the left knee. Give you a couple seconds. Towel behind the left knee. We come into side plank. I fold my mat for this as well. We're almost done, everyone. We just gotta do the other side. Side plank, squeeze behind that left knee. Right elbow down. Ready, set. Other hand on the hip, let's go. We lift and lower. So remember, hips lift off the floor, and that top leg lifts. So by squeezing that towel, we're activating those hamstrings that might be a little weak since we sit on them all day. So even though this is not any kind of weight, you still might find that you're having trouble keeping the towel there. So remember, side plank, we lift, and we lift that top leg. Keep going, couple more seconds. Let me just check in. This is the last time we're doing it, just right and left. Yes, perfect, Julianne. I can see your screen. That's perfect. Good, good. And remember, you could just lift the leg, maybe not the hips. This one is tricky, I know. Couple more seconds, keep squeezing. Our glute kicks are coming up. All right, go ahead and transition. Keep the towel behind the knee. Glute kicks on your forearms. Ready, set, let's go. Keep that foot flexed. If you're not sure, take a look at my screen. I'm just lifting up and down. Nice and slow. Back does not arch at any time. Imagine you're stomping your foot up to the ceiling and you're trying to get your heel up to the ceiling, okay? Keep going, let me just check in. Nice and slow. Nice and slow, perfect. Yep. Perfect, a little bit higher, Regina, a little bit slower. Very, very slow. I know you're gonna feel it more when you slow it down. You're like, thanks, Alan. Couple more seconds, and then we go into that push-up. I know this one's tricky. 3, 2, okay, transition. I'm folding my mat for my knees. All right, here we go. Hands are about shoulder width. Your thumbs are right inside your armpits. We lift that leg that has the towel, and we push up. We lower and lift. So you can take a look at my screen if you're not sure. So we keep the leg with the towel slightly up. It doesn't move, it just stays there. Just squeeze your towel. And maybe you just lower an inch, right? Keep it up, keep it up. If you're lowering your chest, your hips also have to drop. That's what a push-up is. You can't just lower your chest. Let me see it. And slow it down, right? It's about quality, not quantity. Yes, good, Regina, good, Katie. Elbows are straight back, nice, Bill. Just make sure those hips are also dropping with it. Tuck them under. Let's all try for one more. Elbows back. You're making the letter A with your arms in a push-up. Last one. Woo! All right, reverse crunch, and this is how we end. Come on down. 45 seconds. Keep that towel behind the knee. Ready, set, 3, 2, let's go. So I'm gonna keep my hands behind my head. I'm gonna lift and lower. So your head is lifted. If you're doing this option, your head does not move. You're just lifting your hips off the mat, right? Maybe hands under the hips. You choose. So I have my other leg straight up. That's making this easier. If you want it harder, both knees bent. Woo. And I want you to slow it down. Actually try to get your hips off the floor. Keep going. About 15 more seconds, then we're gonna be done, everyone. Slow it down. Perfect, Joanne. Yep, good, Linda. So you're sort of bringing those knees into your chest. You're using those low abs. Keep breathing. Remember, upper body doesn't move, so you're not moving your head, Bill, just your lower body. So really work those low abs. I know it's hard. I know we want to do the crunch. Stay still. 3, 2, and 1. That was a couple extra seconds. Great job, everyone. You can stay down where you're at because we are on our back. You can move that towel, maybe use it to wipe your face. Let's go ahead and hug our knees into our chest. Whew. Since we ended with some strength, our heart rate shouldn't be too high. So we're okay down here. You're gonna hug those knees in and just gently rock side to side. Wiggle the toes and the ankles. All right, actually we're gonna use our towel for a stretch. So feet down. You're gonna extend that right leg up. Take that towel around the ball of your foot. It might not be long enough, but you can try it. And this is our hamstring stretch, right? Keep your back flat. Press through your heel. Relax your shoulders. If your towel is short, that might be kind of hard, but try to relax that upper body. Take one more breath with that right leg, and then let's switch and do the left. Back is flat. Other foot is on the floor. We're not extending it. I want you to keep it on the floor. Woo. Feeling this hamstring stretch. Keep your head down. This would obviously be better with a strap or a longer towel. And then go ahead and release. Perfect. Let's do a figure 4 while we're here. So take that right leg back up and then ankle over your knee. You're going to gently press against that knee and hold it right here. Back is flat. And I don't want you to pull your legs into your chest. Just stay right here. Press against your knee. All right, let's switch. Sometimes we just strain way too much to try to do that extra stretch. So we're just gonna take it out. This time your left leg up, ankle over, figure 4, gently press against your knee right here. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Stretching should feel good, right? If you wanted more, you could always do a butterfly stretch later or pigeon pose, but just stay nice and flat on your back here. And then go ahead and release, legs out, arms overhead, make yourself a little longer. Inhale, and then exhale, let's roll over. Let's roll over. We're gonna find a nice child's pose here. So knees wide, feet together, sit back. Bring your chest to the floor. Take 2 deep breaths. Slowly come up. Let's find a downward facing dog. You're gonna tuck your toes, lift those hips. I want you to focus on pressing your chest towards your thighs. Stretch out your arms and shoulders. And back. And then come back to the center. Let's lower those knees and let's roll up to standing. Nice and slow, roll on up. And once you're at the top, we're gonna do a couple of shoulder rolls. And we'll do one more stretch for the upper back. We're gonna interlace your fingers, press out and away. You can tuck your chin here, so nice upper back stretch. And then opposite stretches we're gonna hold for a little longer because we really need that one for our chest and shoulders. Squeeze your shoulder blades, maybe interlace your fingers. Draw your hands down to the floor. Take your shoulders out of your ears. Keep squeezing. Maybe take your head back. And then tuck your chin down, get the back of the neck. 2 more breaths, keep squeezing. And then release. Whew, I know I need that one for sure. All right, inhale, let's lift up, big deep breath. Bend the knees, shake it out one more time, inhale. And exhale, shake it out. Great job, everyone. I hope your joints are feeling good. We really didn't do any lunges or too many squats, but still worked all those muscles. Your back might feel a little sore in a good way tomorrow. Hopefully that towel was a good workout for you all. Good job.